bang, gets that knee to the face, which is completely legal, and one follows up with a couple more punches to take out the GOAT. Hey, what's up everybody? Shane here, joined by amateur fighter out of Beacon MMA, Felix Torres.
What's up, guys?
And today we're going to be talking about how one flyweight champ, Adriano Moraes, was able to take out who many consider the GOAT, Demetrious Johnson, using 3 strategies. Let's take a look at the first one. So the first strategy that we saw Adriano Moraes use as the taller fighter was using his longest limbs, his legs, to keep Mighty Mouse out of his bubble, as we call it. So the first thing that we saw was Mighty Mouse had that nice bounce where he's coming inside and outside, just kind of juking in and out. But what Adriano did was time it as when he was on the inside, bang, he hit that low kick. The second thing that he did was he would hit from this closed stance, a switch kick high to the body, bang. Now, we call this keeping them outside of our bubble. If you think about an imaginary bubble here, which is about the diameter of my arms or of my leg, if I don't want them on the inside of my bubble, I tell them to get out with these low kicks and with these switch kicks. So once again, Mighty Mouse steps in, nope, get out. He steps in, nope, get out. So the first adjustment that Mighty Mouse made was he switched the stance, to which Adriano kept the same concept where he's just gonna hit now from this open stance a rear high kick. So instead of going to the legs, he comes up high, comes in, bang. And he has to block that kick. If he doesn't, he's eating a head kick or he's eating a body kick. But if you kick the arms a couple times with some heavy kicks, it's going to wear and tear on those arms. The next adjustment that he made, we're going to talk about in the next clip, is now trying to rush in, which ultimately led to his demise. Okay, so now what happens after Adriano is winning the outside fight with these kicks is Mighty Mouse has to put the pressure on, and he's thinking more linear where he comes straight forward. The thing is, he starts ducking his head, and I think this was Adriano's plan, because he starts to run into uppercuts and knees. So it looks something like this. What Mighty Mouse starts doing is throwing this jab high and jab low. It's a good strategy, but again, against the taller fighter, you gotta be careful, because what happens is he starts showing this rear knee. He goes jab high, jab low, ooh-wee, is very close, running in, bringing your chin closer to my legs. The other thing that he was flashing was this rear uppercut. So again, he's bouncing in, bang, and he's running into that right uppercut. What had happened in the exchange that led to the actual knockout was Mighty Mouse stepped in, it was a flying knee to a spinning back fist, a bit of a scuffle, and then he got caught with that rear uppercut, so it looked something like this. He steps in, bang, flying knee, spinning back fist. Mighty Mouse steps in with a couple of punches, bang, bang, and then runs into this uppercut, and that's what drops him and puts him down. In the next clip, we're gonna look at how he ultimately put him away. The finishing sequence was a bit of a scuffle, but it went something like this. So after that flying knee, Demetrious Johnson stepping in with that double jab, eats the flying knee. It's chaotic at this point when he flies through. It looks like he's shooting for a single leg, to which he runs into an uppercut. This puts him down. There's a bit of a scramble here. He goes to wrestling mode now that he's kind of out on his feet. He reaches, and Adriano gets this whizzer and posts out on the head, stands up, bang, gets that knee to the face, which is completely legal, and one follows up with a couple more punches to take out the GOAT. So once more, we're gonna look at this breakdown. Again, it was a little bit chaotic, but I think the strategy all came into play here. He worked the outside round kicks, wanted him to shoot in for that double, to which he caught him with both the flying knee and the rear uppercuts. When he steps in, it's the flying knee, bang, a scuffle, bang, he catches him here, runs into the uppercut, he falls, he goes to wrestling mode, whizzer, post, knee, follow up with a couple of punches, and that's how he put him away.
The champion throws a knee on the door, DJ's head, it's good night, Irene!
Still got it. All right, guys, there you have it. It all comes down to dictating the range and controlling the range, whether it's outside or once you get in close and even up against the cage. Adriano was able to dismantle and knock out the GOAT. Who would have thought? I asked Felix if he wanted to be in this video and he would play Demetrious Johnson. He was crushed. He's like, Demetrious is my favorite. And I was like, he's everyone's favorite, but got to give credit where it's due. And Adriano is the current champ for a reason, because he has some incredible skills. Guys, make sure you tune in September 3rd at 7 a.m. Eastern time. You got to make sure you set your alarm, because it's nice and early, but it's worth it because we got One Empower. September 3rd is going to be some of the best female fighters on the planet, including Stamp Fairtex, Jackie Buntan, and many others. So make sure you add it to your calendars and wake up nice and early for that one. Until next time, I'm Shane, and this is Felix Torres. Fight Tips for the underdogs.